Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Painting with Whiskey and Women. I am Crysta, a furniture artist out of Barry, Texas. Got it right this time. And with me, as always, is my girl Sue from Mylo and Picasso. And we're just going to be, enough is never enough for us. We love our layers and we love adding stuff to our pieces. And every time we're like, this is the last thing I'm going to do. And then the next day after it's dried, we come back and we go, you know what it just needs it's like when you're cooking like a really good stew and you put everything in it and you taste, oh, just a little bit more sauce. You come back in, oh no, I maybe a little pepper, maybe it needs some lemon pepper. So okay, so that's what we're doing. And Sue and I are both on the same page. So Sue, tell them what you're about and what you're adding to your finished piece.
Yeah, hopefully I'm going to finish this today and get it on the floor because everything I paint is for profit. My name is Sue, and I'm located here in Sevierville, Tennessee, inside the Flea Trader's Paradise. Name of my business is Mylo and Picasso. We sell painted furniture and chalk paint products. Today I'm going to work on finishing this buffet media table. It's a Bombay, believe it or not. And I thought it needed just a little bit more, so I'm using Miss Lillian's graphite right here.
The graphite is a great color.
I already went ahead and, as I had taped off the other side, I'll show you guys in a while, and I just worked that in with a brush and a damp rag to wipe it back because I didn't have any baby wipes. And then I thought, well, we need to do these balls too, so we'll be doing those. And then I'm going to probably jump top and put some lines in to make it look like individual, like beech wood boards.
Okay. I loved the top. I thought last week you were going to use the graining tool and then you decided to do that. I love Sue does some of the most amazing faux grain tops I've ever seen. Like her technique on it is amazing. And so I'm just going to throw this out in the universe and hopefully Sue will show us the graining tool techniques that she uses very soon so I can come back and rewatch them and step up my game. Anyway, so I'm just throwing that out there, just a little something, something.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so I have basically, again, finished this piece. And then I did the glaze on Tuesday. And then I went, it needs a little something, something. And so what I'm doing is I've got my Miss Lillian's Pearl metallic glaze. And I don't know if you can, it's pearly white. And where I did this dark around with the glaze on Tuesday, I'm going back in and I am going to add some white little accents in it. And I think that's really going to finish it off. So hopefully I'll be done with this piece and I can stage it and get it up on the internet today. So I'm hoping.
Well, I already got a sneak peek and I like it.
Yeah, I did a little bit on the side and it looks really, really good. I like it. Mama likey. So let me, I didn't realize my camera was so high because I'm going to be working on the bottom. So let me just crank this sucker down. There you go. And get you guys in really close here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to work on that side. And then when I need to, I will move the, I'll move the camera around. Hey, Ann from Indiana is on with us. Hey, Ann. Tanya is watching. Chastity's on with us. She says, hello, ladies. Hello, Chastity from the Junkin' Jones gang in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yep, she's on the other end of you. So I really want to go out and see Chastity one time we come out here, and when we come to see you, need to do that. I need to hook up with Chastity. But if you are a retailer or you paint or anything like that, you're more than welcome to shout out and tell people where you are, where they can find you, if you're on social media, any of that good stuff. So
just so if people wonder what the heck is she doing right now, after I painted this white, I put 2 coats of satin on there and I let it dry for the last 4 or 5 days. And now I'm just pushing this gray into the crevices and I'm going to wipe it back with a rag.
So I don't know if this is showing up on camera or not, but once it dries, I think this is going to look fabu. Just lightening up just a little bit with my pearl glaze. So Sue, what's been going on in your neck of the woods for the last week? Anything exciting?
No, we've got some crazy weather. I just stepped outside to walk Milo before we went live, and it is blowing like crazy. There's stuff blowing around the parking lot.
Is it really?
68 degrees, which is also crazy. And it was supposed to be pouring rain. It's not raining.
Really? Well, the day is young. You might still get rain later.
Yeah, if my body's an indicator, we are going to.
Are you a human barometer as well?
Yes. So see, if you just gently wipe it with a little bit of dampness on your rag, you could get the raised areas.
So Sue, can you see where I put the glaze and where I haven't? You see the difference in it?
Uh-huh. I like it. It gives you a lot more depth.
Yeah, it's just highlighting it a little bit and making sure my head's not in the way. And so, of course, if you've been following anything, Texas has had really crazy weather. We were in the middle of another ice apocalypse last week, and my husband was working from home, which was a complete train wreck. But it's his house too. He helps pays bills. I pay bills, so I can't tell him he can't work from here. But yeah, we finally thawed out, and then it started massively raining, and I think that's what you're getting is our rain that we had a few days ago.
Yeah, it tends to blow this way, doesn't it?
Yeah, Sherry, she says hi from Dalton. So is that Dalton, Georgia, Dalton, Texas? Where's Dalton? Do y'all have a Dalton in Tennessee? I know there's one in Texas, and I know there's one in Georgia.
Not that I'm aware of. I know there's one in Georgia.
Yeah. So I just didn't know which Dalton we're talking about. So in a minute here, I'm going to show you guys my curated collection for Miss Lillian's, my colors that I have. And you'll be seeing those a lot. It's colors that y'all see a lot. So I'm wondering that if you follow me, and what colors do you think is in my curated collection? Because I know two of them you have seen quite a bit. And I've used them all, but maybe not as much as, two of them. So Sue, what colors do you think is in there?
Oh, girl.
Because Sue doesn't even know what colors are in there.
I haven't quite memorized the colors. I mean, there's 170 of them.
It's like 190, I think.
Okay, see. But I can tell you that every color and I mean this, every color I've picked up of Miss Lillian's, even if I think, I love it.
That's the big thing with me too, because like I've gotten colors in, and then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, I will never use that color, and then boom, it's all of a sudden it's like my new favorite color. I want to paint everything in that.
Yes.
So, and that's especially, I'll tell you guys a story. Probably 2 years ago. If you're a retailer, Miss Lillian's does what's called shipping compensation. So she'll add products to your box for the amount that you paid in shipping. So if you pay, $80 in retail, or you pay $80 in shipping, she sends you extra products, $80 worth of retail products.
Yeah, who does that?
Miss Lillian's.
Yeah, but nobody else.
Yeah, nobody else
I've never heard of anybody ever.
And so a lot of times I'll get in colors that, I didn't order, or I don't normally have on my shelf because, we get to pick our own colors and we're not required to carry anything. So about 2 years ago, right before Christmas, I got this color in and I thought to myself, ain't no flipping way I'm using this. And it was called Sour Apple, and it is Grinch green. It should have been called Grinch green. I mean, because
Yeah, it's a real bright limey green, right?
yes. And then Christmas hat. And I started doing some crafts. And a girlfriend of mine came in and she says, I need the perfect color for Grinch. And I was like, girl, I got you. And we started painting some stuff with this sour apple. And I kid you not, it became one of my favorite colors. And I'll even use it as little accents in there every once in a while. It's just amazing. I love it. So yeah, anybody got any ideas? I mean, these are colors that I have used so many times. And so
I would guess that Mediterranean is in there.
Mediterranean.
Is it Mediterranean? Oh, what the heck is it called? Hey, God, I think I know one of the colors you like. Oh, it was that blue. You got a blue in your collection?
All right.
Bohemian Queen.
Bohemian Queen. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that is one of my curated.
What did I win? What did I win?
My love and affection.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, that and $2.75 will get you a small coffee at Starbucks. Hold on, let me grab.
That's my girl.
Well, also, okay, I'm going to move you guys around because also I am working on the next project that's coming up. This piece is going to be in my husband's music room, his man cave. And you see how it's got the sides here, and right up here is where he's going to put a record player. And so we just pulled this into the studio, and I'm working on getting it scrubbed down today. But this is my curated collection. And once I start naming colors, people are going to be like, what? I knew that. I should have known that. But, okay. So Miss Sue is correct. I got Bohemian Queen, which this blend, all of my colors that I picked, I have yet to find anything that I've blended with them that they didn't blend well. Like, even though you think, oh, those two colors are just going to be raunchy together. No, you blend them and it's like, oh my God, wow.
I have a feeling that's everybody's favorite.
Bohemian
for the other home partners.
Well, with so many colors. So, of course, I've got my Seaside Gray, which is a bluish gray. This color is what I use a lot for my base coats when I blend, and I also use it in the blending. So even the piece that I was just working on, my base was Seaside Gray, and I also used it in the blend. If y'all remember the 5-drawer dresser that I painted for the girls' home,
yeah,
that was Seaside Gray. My mermaid piece that I did had Seaside Gray. This to me is like my almost go-to color for every piece. I find that I'm using it on almost every piece. Hey, Sherilyn is watching. Hey, Sherilyn. This is Sweet Pea. This is a really great mid-color green. And again, it goes with almost everything. If you put the blue with it, you put a green with it, you put a red with it, a pink with it. It's one of those colors that, again, just pops. So so far I've shown you guys Bohemian Queen, Seaside Gray, and Sweet Pea. Now, this will make Anne very happy. One of my favorite colors from Miss Lillian's is a purple, and this is called Wisteria. If y'all remember the dog bed I did for Miss Sadie last year, and we took it up to Anne when Miss Sadie got to go meet her mama. One of the colors that I used on the dog bed for Miss Sadie is Wisteria. And I've often said when I use Wisteria that when you paint with it, it's not neon and it's not metallic. It's just it's a regular chalk paint. But this thing has a glow to it that I haven't seen with any other color. It just, to me, it kind of has this warmth glow that comes from it. And I love it. So I've got Wisteria. And finally, it should almost be like a motto, or it could be a nickname for me. And it's Misbehave. If y'all remember,
You,
huh?
not you.
What are you trying to say, Sue? Don't hold back. Just tell me what you really feel. Sherilyn says that sweet pea looks like split pea soup. It's a little bit different, but yeah, it's very close to that. Great color. Anne says, yes, I love that color, Wisteria. I knew that Anne was going to love that. So what Miss Lillian's has done is they have started a curated collection for all their content creators. And we might be adding products to them. We don't know where the curated collection is going to go, but all of our content creators, all of Miss Lillian's content creators have their own content creator curated collection. And so we might be, which if they ask me what my favorite glaze or my favorite gilding jewel is, I don't think they're going to allow me to say all of them.
You know, and that seems to be the consensus with everybody that's on for Miss Lillian.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick because it depends upon, you know, what project and what, you know, what am I going for? I mean, are we talking about if I'm doing like the piece that I just did for my husband, you know, very country, I wanted some muted blues and grays and a little bit of green, you know, something very muted. And, or did I want something funky, or like the mermaid piece with the neons? It's really, really hard to, you know, pick a color. So Delania's on. Hey, Delania.
Girl,
Delania, to catch you up, I was just talking about my curated collection for Miss Lillian's is live on the website. And the colors that I have are Misbehave and Sweet Pea, Wisteria, Seaside Gray, and Bohemian Queen. So that's what we're talking about. And this is the piece that's coming up next. I started cleaning it this morning, and I'm getting ready to go back over to do some more glazing on, if I can get up. Getting up is, oh, Sue, it hurts.
oh, I know.
So let me get my camera moved back over so you guys can see what I'm doing. Adding a little pearl to the piece to finish it off. Got to get back over and get in my spot, get everything moved back over. Kat's on with us. Good morning, Kat. So glad you could.
Doing, girl?
And so again, I'm just adding some pearl over top of the burnt umber to give it a little more depth and texture, because I love it. I love it. Thinning out some areas that I think were a little thick.
Now, my plan before we went live was to have this put up on a table and on its back so I could get in and behind and get all these spots. But, you know.
Did you really say that you had a plan?
Yeah, I had a plan. Of course, I don't suggest to anybody that you try to do that yourself. So here we are.
Well, Austin and I moved this piece off of the my rolly carts, my dollies, this morning, and got it moved over. Moved this piece over here, put the new piece, the piece I'm going to be working on the dollies. And so I'm kind of working here and there and everywhere today. So I'm going to be doing that cabinet for Shorty in his music in his man cave, but I still haven't completely decided on colors yet. I can almost guarantee you that Seaside Gray is going to be one of them, but I was hoping that he would like throw me a bone, you know, give me a little hint And I was like, well, honey, what color? Well, you know what I like. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean,
Oh, that's dangerous.
at least if he said blue, I could be looking at the blues. I mean, I have an idea of what I want to do to the cabinet and what, but I can't figure out color. Like, do you want it blue? Do you want it green? Do you want it red? Do you want it neon? Do you want it metallic? You know, I'm just like, give me one thing and I could go from there for color choice.
Exactly. Yeah. Give me a starting point.
Yeah. And so, even though, you know, I'm in here cleaning it and everything else, I still don't have an absolute.
What's Shorty's favorite color?
He said, you know what I like?
Oh, that's his favorite color.
Well, again, Shorty is a lot like me when it comes to color.
Okay.
Oh, hold the presses. Kat just wrote, I'm thinking about going to Texas again. You need a place to stay. You want to come over. You want to have a sleepover. You want to play in the studio. When you coming? When you coming? When you coming? When you coming? Not that I've, you know, excited to possibly see her again and hang out, but yeah. What, where are you going? Do I need to facilitate? Do you need a ride from the airport? You need, you know, are you going to get a rental car and like you hang out here? Cause remember, we're not in town anymore. So it's a drive to everything. You know, tell me what
Stop
you need,
it.
girl. Tell me what you need. And we will hook that up. I'll hook you up like a tow truck.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Oh man, I really do hope she comes. I'd love to get Delaney here. I'd love to have Ann here. And you know, Sue and I are past our 12-week. You know, we usually saw each other about once every 12 weeks for what, a year, Sue?
Yeah.
And
Something like that.
we're past our 12-week mark, and it's driving both her and me bonky.
I went back and looked at my calendar earlier today, and it falls every 12 weeks.
Yeah. About once every 3 months, and then yeah. So we are way overdue, and it's driving both of us crazy. Not that I'm jonesing or anything, but yeah, I'm jonesing. I need my Sue.
Yeah, it's good for the soul.
It is. One of the things I love about when Sue and I get together is, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, we're furniture artists, so what we have to do the whole time is paint, or you know, it's that kind of stuff. And when Sue and I get together, it's like, you feel like doing this? No, why don't we, you know, go into town, you know, grab a pizza, and then we'll come home, curl up on the sofa, and watch TV. Or, you know, let's go to the antique mall. Or, hey, you know, I heard that this is in the area. Or, you know, I'd love to true crime. You know, hey, I heard that this happened. You know, we're near Waco. I can take you to where the Branch Davidian and the David Koresh stuff is, because that's what Waco's famous for. Um, you know, it's we go and we do other stuff, and we hang out with the kids and the grandkids when we're in Tennessee, and you know, we hang out at the flea market, and I just love that or we'll get in the kitchen and cook together. I love cooking with Sue. We have so much fun. Or we just sit there on the back porch and BS and talk and watch the dogs play. So I need my girl time. I need my Sue time.
Yeah, me too.
And with us having Ford now, Milo and Whiskey and Chula would have a ball together. Balder's not big on little dogs or other dogs. He
So
deals
Father
with,
wanted to eat Milo.
yeah, well, Balder tries to eat Ford too. So he's tried a couple of times to eat Ford. But you know, he deals with them. But to watch, could you imagine Whiskey, Milo, and Ford rolling around playing in the backyard? That would be phenomenal.
It would be a mess.
Oh yeah, it would be an absolute disaster area, but I need that in my life, you know? So I'm going to go over to the, oh, I think Austin's going to, yeah, Ford has grown tremendously. You know, when we first got him, he was full of worms, covered in fleas. Austin just brought Ford in the studio. Come here, baby. Come here to mama. He's like, what's going on? Hello, my sweetness. Look at this thing. He has gotten so big now. He's no, please don't bring Chula in. It's too much. But look at this, Sue.
Tell her what happened this morning.
Remember, he was like half this size 3 weeks ago. He's getting so
Yeah, every time I see he's bigger.
yeah.
Tell her what
So
happened this morning.
so he he can't, he can get up on the sofa by himself yet. He's still a little working on it, but yeah, he can get up on the sofa by himself.
This morning.
Oh, well, if you want to tell everybody, come in and tell everybody. Don't be standing there.
So 7 o'clock rolls around and I'm just coming out of my room, letting them out because he starts whining. I bring him in. First thing he does when I turn around the corner is pouncing on top of Mom, telling her to wake up.
Oh, yeah.
To play.
Yeah, absolute. And he's in his velociraptor stage. He wants to chew on everything. So everything is a chew toy. Why are you being so sweet and innocent? You've been a velociraptor. Yeah, he's been a velociraptor the last 3 days. All right, take him and go.
Come here, Ford.
Stop. The problem on my end is Milo knows Crysta.
Oh, that I was touching
and he's having a fit hearing you. There she is.
Hi, Milo. Hello,
There
my
she
baby. Oh, I so love my Milo. Milo and I had a conversation this morning via chat, which was awesome. I love it when I call my friends and I get to talk to their dogs too. So we have a Shorty. There's a gas station out on 45 that Shorty stops at, and there's a mama dog there, and he can't find the puppies, but he stops every morning and every afternoon and feeds her and makes sure she has a bowl of water.
Oh.
So we're going to see if we can try to get mama dog and the puppies, but she either is just about ready to give birth or she just gave birth, and we don't want to get her and trap her, to bring her here if she's already had the puppies,
Right.
And so we're trying to figure that out. We don't want to take her out of there if the puppies are still there, because then the puppies would pass. And we don't want that. So Shorty is out there, like I said, every day with mama dog. And he'll call me and say, hey, baby, I'm on the way home. And usually it takes him about an hour, but now it takes him about an hour and 45 minutes because he waits for mama dog to completely eat before he leaves, because he doesn't want another dog to come up and maybe take her food. So he sits there with her, and she's starting to come closer to Shorty every time he goes. Before it was like standing across the parking lot, and now she'll come up and getting closer. So he's also trying to gain her trust. And so
what breed is it?
Huh?
What breed?
Some might have some blue heeler in it. And it might be like a lab mix. He's not sure. So he hasn't gotten pictures of her yet. She seems to be skittish when somebody has a phone. And so he's going to try to get pictures in the next couple of days when he stops with her. And I will figure it out from there. So, Kat says she's got to go to a meeting. Renee is here from Two Chatty Chicks. She says, hey, ladies, I'm on the phone.
Hey, Renee.
Hey. Kat says that she'll be back. She'll be back.
Now that's a personality right there, Renee.
Oh, Renee. I adore Renee. I did not know. I haven't known Renee that long, We've both been with Miss Lillian's for years, but we really didn't, chat and stuff until recently. And I adore her. I really do. She and I have had some great conversations. Her work is phenomenal.
Well, I highly recommend that you guys look her up.
Yes.
Two Chatty Chicks and see all. I mean, she does all, and she's got a glow forge.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Renee, I would like you to be my best friend.
Hey.
All right. Also, my best friend. She's got a glow forge. Okay.
Would you sell me out for a glow forge?
Well,
I mean, not that I blame you, but yeah, I'm going to give you crap for
I
that.
would sell you out for a surf prop. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The thing is, I know you're not.
Yeah, there's a few things I really want. I'd like an Apollo sprayer. I want it all. I want all the things. And I want you to shut up.
Please tell me you're talking to Mylo and not me, because I mean, dang, you hitting me hard today.
This little guy's trying to steal the show. That's what he's doing.
Did you not give him enough attention this morning?
Apparently not. He laid across the top of my head for hours.
Mama. So like I said, I did this glaze. Let me see. Well, it's not on my rolly cart anymore. So this thing is heavy. I did the burnt umber. You can see I'm just adding some pearl glaze with just an artist brush now. And I really like the way it's coming out. What do you think? What do you guys think about adding the pearl? Do you like it or do you not like it?
I like it, and I'll tell you why. Because you've got those light areas behind the transfer.
Mm-hmm.
And on camera, I can see where it's brightening it up to kind of match with the flow there.
I think it's more cohesive. I think that the burnt umber, it was a great base, but it just needed a little something.
Absolutely.
Because, again, with us, more is never enough.
Okay, I'm going to, before we get finished, hand lay some stripes with a pinstriping brush on the top of this.
Sue is dangerous with a pinstriping brush. I have seen this girl do some stuff just freehand with a pinstriping brush that I was just like, I couldn't have done that with a stencil. And she's doing it freehand with a...
Every brush has a purpose, you know that. And
yes.
The pinstriping brush actually makes your job easier because you just lay it and drag.
But you're dangerous with it, girl. Some of the stuff I've seen you do with a pinstriping brush is amazing.
Well, it's really good for lettering.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how good you guys will see from there, but I'm going to try.
All right. So I need to move the camera one more time and get over to the last side. And then hopefully, like I said, I can get the hardware on it later today after this dries. And I can get it posted up. Let me get back over here in this corner. Like I said, I'm not working in my regular area because I moved the new piece in for Shorty that I showed you guys earlier. And so, man, that thing is heavy. My husband and my son are going to have a time putting that in the other room. And Shorty's man cave. Shorty's playroom.
Okay, because what I do is never enough. I'm gonna try to smudge this because it's just paint, and I can put more on there if I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just paint.
I want to try to smudge it out a little.
Are you? Easy. Did it work?
I think so. We'll see. Yeah, everything's just a matter of layering it up. So,
Yeah.
and I've got several coats of clear coat gloss on here. So if I don't like it, I could literally wipe it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I like it.
She likes it, ladies and gentlemen. She likes it.
Just a little touch, an indicator that it would be a board.
Yeah. Man, I'm so glad I went with this pearl glaze. I really like the way that this is looking. It really is bringing out that.
Makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, it's just, you look at something, you think you're done, and you walk back the next day and you're like, well, I think it needs something. And then it'll hit you, you know what, if I did this. And so that's kind of what I knew. I needed to add something else to it. I just couldn't think of what. And then it hit me this morning. And, I've got a solid color or the solid blend on the top. What I might do is go back with this glaze and the burnt umber glaze and just kind of run streaks over it. Because it's just a plain top right now.
That sounds cool.
And then it'll give me a little bit more protection on the top too, because it's just top coated.
Yeah.
And, glaze will give you a little bit more protection as well.
Yeah, I'm muting this out, and I like it muted out.
Do you? Cool.
Yeah, I just took my round brush and got it real wet. Yeah, a little more detail in there. Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's like what I'm doing is I've gone in and just kind of with streaks all the way around and then going back with the finishing flow of it and just kind of blending it all the way around. And I like it. I like it. So I know that we talked about my boxes for my curated collection. They still have not arrived. FedEx says that they're damaged and they had to get authorization to deliver them. Got a message last night that said that they would be delivered today. Got up this morning to another notification from FedEx says that they will be delayed. So I don't know what's going on with FedEx and my boxes, but they told Marilyn. Marilyn called yesterday on them and said it would be 1 to 3 days before it got here. So that's what's going on. Can't blame the company. I mean, it's FedEx. With the ice storm, we don't know if there were so many accidents during the ice apocalypse that we don't know if maybe my boxes were on one of the trucks that was in an accident or, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with my boxes. So
you ever see a delivery truck in an accident and wonder if your package is on it?
yes. And, during the ice apocalypse, the snowmageddon, it was an ice apocalypse. We didn't have any snow. There was a lot of trucks. A lot of people were injured and even killed. And so it's a mess. So Donna Trudeau is on with us. Hey, Donna. So Donna, this is not a sign. This is the side of the piece that I'm working on for Shorty. And let me get out of my little hole here because I'm working on, I'll show you guys. This is the piece, and it is now, only thing I have to do is put the hardware on it. There we go. Let this dry for a couple hours, put the hardware on it, and then I will be done. And then this is the next piece in here. cleaning for, this will be the next piece that I'm working on. Let me get over here and block this light that's coming in from the, there you go, from the other room. So this was the next piece that's going to be on the chopping block. This one is also going in Shorty's man cave. And so I just have to figure out colors, but I'm getting it cleaned up and starting to get it prepped for us, for me. I will be back on the Miss Lillian's page Tuesday at 4 Eastern. That's 3 Texas time, 4 Eastern. Sue and I will be back in 1 week for Painting with Whiskey and Women. Sue, tell them what you about. Let's wrap it up, girl.
Well, I'm Sue, and I'm located here in Sevierville, Tennessee, inside Fleet Trader's Paradise. My store is called Mylo and Picasso. You come by, see my dog, buy some paint, buy a piece of furniture, or even get a lesson.
Absolutely. I want to come see Mylo. Can I come see the puppy?
You know, you can come anytime you want.
I know. God, we got to get together. So, all right, my loves. Well, we will see you back in 1 week for Painting with Whiskey and Women. I will be on Tuesday for Miss Lillian's. And are you going to show them the top before we go?
Yeah, I thought that'd be a good idea.
Oh, Sue, that looks good.
So, water is your friend.
Water's my friend. Since apparently you're not my friend.
And a glow forge and a surf prop, you know.
So, I mean, I could bribe you with a glow forge. Is that, you can be bought for a glow forge?
I could be. I would do that.
Girl. I honestly, I can't say I blame you though.
I know you want one too.
I do. I want a glow forge. All right, my lovelies. Well, we'll see you guys back here in 1 week for Painting with Whiskey and Women. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye, guys.